Hi guys, welcome to this video where I'm going to try to show you how you can build a hot tub for about $50 within 1 hour. So of course it won't be a jacuzzi or something with bubbles, and it won't look professional. It's just a project, it's just an idea, it's just to see if this really works with some huge limitations. And of course we have to have some preconditions. We have to have a pool, of course, something like this. We need a heater as well. It has to be a pool with a heater, otherwise it won't work. So we have to reuse these parts. But of course, a lot of people are in this situation. They are renting a home for a couple of days, weeks, maybe months or so, and they don't want to rebuild the pool of the owner. They don't want to invest 10,000 into a hot tub, or not even 5,000 into a temporary hot tub, and maybe not even 500 in an inflatable hot tub. So this is the low-end solution within below $50 and within 1 hour. Of course you have to order something like this, or such a baby pool. This one is called One Pool. I will put down the link in the description. That's the Intex pool. Here we see it. It's already, I've already inflated and used it for a couple of days to see if it works, if it doesn't have any leaks or so, because some people were saying it has leaks. I haven't found any leaks so far. Of course it would also be useful to have a blower with an adapter to fill the pool or to inflate the pool, but it's not necessary. I mean, you can do it with a hand pump, or some pools you can even inflate by mouse. Of course, it's a lot of work. Here I have a part of the pool which we are using. That's a valve on the side of the pool. You can usually unlock this. I mean, it looks like this. This is the air water flow, which you can direct in different directions. So you can unscrew that, but it's just to show. It's actually not needed, at least not in my case. In my case, the inner diameter is exactly 1 inch, and what we also need is a hose like this with wide diameter. So here we have one with an outer diameter of 1 inch, and here we have the 1 inch inner diameter, so it should actually perfectly fit, as you can see. So, and we can so at the end secure this, but we don't have to unscrew this. This is just to show that it works actually with this hose. So basically the idea is to inflate the pool, but not inflate it fully, just a part of it, put it in the pool, and then use this hose to get the hot water into that. I don't know if it will work, if the hot water will stay in, and how this really ends up. I've already showed, and I've already made another video where I've tried to do the same thing with the small pool outside, like on the side here, and it caused some problems, because the pressure in the pool, like the return of the jet, is sometimes not really strong, and so it's sometimes difficult to have a water level, to maintain a water level which is much higher than the pool itself. So it's definitely easier when you have a water level in the small pool which is close to the normal pool. And also there's a problem when you fill too much hot water, it will leak. Of course, I mean, it will overflow, the water will flow to the side, and the water level in the main pool goes down, and there's a lot of heat lost anyway. So it's definitely better to have all the things in the pool itself, so all the heat will stay in the pool, the excess water will go automatically back in the main pool. So the only concern is now, when it's too high, maybe I cannot use the pool cover anymore, but I will check that later. So there's an upper ring to inflate with this pool and the lower ring. The lower ring I'm not planning to inflate, so I'm just closing this thing. Hope this will work. So when the water gets in, it should be closed, so that's at the bottom. And that's the upper rim. So it would be a good thing if it had 3 different rings on 3 different valves, so I could only fill or inflate the top ring, but and then it would be a little bit smaller, just maybe this part would be inflated. So this one fills actually 2 parts. That's maybe not the perfect solution, but I still will try. So now I will inflate the top ring, and then I will put it into the pool. So the small pool now is nicely inflated, but you can see it's almost too high. I mean, it's definitely too high for to use it with the pool cover. But this problem can be solved when you have a pool, like a small pool, with a smaller top ring. These things are available definitely on Amazon. I will try to find something and put down the link of this one too. So now we are going to put this back and turn on the heater. So now it's time to turn the water heater on. So as you can see, we put it on spa temperature with it's hard to see, 97. Yeah, it's set to 97 degrees Fahrenheit. So the heater is on, and we have already put the hose back into the jack. As you can see, that was really easy. I didn't have to unscrew, it was just a show. You just push it in when you have the correct size, when it matches to the valve of the pool. In my case, it was exactly 1 inch outer diameter. You have to be careful that you don't use a hose with a small or narrow inner diameter, because otherwise the water flow will be really limited. So I can already feel the hot water. It's getting warmer and warmer. Pool is still cold. I mean, it's not really cold. It's about 86 or 85, and this is much warmer, but not super hot. In my case, I'm guessing about 90 and a little bit more maybe. So I put the pool back, the small pool back in the big pool, and I'm just letting the water flow into the small pool. And now let's see what happens, if it fills nicely up, what happens, how high it will be, if it will sink down a little bit, which would help extremely. So I would be able maybe to still use the pool cover. So this is nicely filling up. So I will let this flow for maybe 15 minutes or so, and then we will check how it did. It's still filling up. It needs a little bit more time than I expected. As you can see, it's filling up, like the bottom of the pool is going down. It has to hold the weight of the whole water. I don't know what will happen at the end, how it will look. So let's see, I'm just checking the temperature as of now, because I will turn on the water heater now, and I just let it fill up. Yeah. So let's check the temperature now. What do we have? Hope you can see that. It's 97.3. Oops, that was a little bit too deep. 97. Yeah, around 97. That's good. Okay. And let's check outside in the pool. That's 89. Okay, that's almost 10 degrees Fahrenheit higher. I don't know what that exactly means. So will it always be just about, let's say, 8 degrees Fahrenheit higher? So what happens when the pool in the winter will be down to 70 degrees? Will it just be 78 or so? That wouldn't be too good. Or will it still be the same temperature? Yeah, so I'm not sure. So this is summertime. In summer seems to work regarding the temperature. You don't have to regulate. I mean, 97, so I think it has a little bit of water inside. That was definitely not a good thing. So yeah, I have to get rid of the water, but it was 97, so 97 is a good temperature for a hot tub, definitely. I don't know how it will be in winter. I don't know if I will really use that, and but at the moment it's not bad. It's just filling up down. It's not filling really up. I have to check. I will turn off the temperature, the heater, and just check how it's filling up, how it will look, if the pool is able to hold such amount of water, or it will break, tear up, or what will happen. So the water is actually quite deep inside, but it doesn't come higher. It's really having a hard time to get higher. So when I get in, I would have enough water, but the problem could be that it could be difficult to get out of the pool without destroying, but I can't wait any longer, so I really have to try it now and see what happens. Of course, when I manage to get out, I will try it later on when it's filled up higher, but I just want to try it now because it's still nice and warm. Yeah, it was actually absolutely awesome. I mean, not perfect, but I was able to feel the heat. It was quite easy for me to get in and out. If you're 90 years old, maybe it wouldn't work. But still okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. So I let it fill up. So the good thing is the hose keeps it a little bit in place, at least as long as there's not a big storm. So I can pull it back now with the hose when it's in the middle of the pool. And so I just let it fill up with the same temperature as it has in the pool. I turned off the heater. It saves me a little bit of money because we have an expensive gas heater here. And so I let it fill up, and so we can see how it will do. And it did really well. So we had a huge blast. It was a real surprise. Most of the people around me have been saying, oh, what are you planning to do are you serious about that? That's nothing, that's not gonna work, that's not gonna be fun, that's embarrassing, that's nothing. And at the end everybody wanted to be in this temporary spa, and it was a lot of fun, it was awesome. We were in there for hours playing around. Yeah, I can tell you it was really huge. So of course you can't compare this thing to a real built-in hot tub, or also not compared to an above ground inflatable or stable hot tub. Of course there are some limitations, but it has some advantages too compared to an inflatable or stable above ground spa regarding maintenance. Even huge advantage. And yeah, here I'm trying to show how you can leave it, or if you can leave it in a pool, to use the cover. So of course you have to deflate the whole thing a little bit, or yeah, even much. So otherwise, if it's full inflated, there's no way to use the automatic cover or blanket for the pool. So now it's really flat, or more or less flat, but still not totally flat. And yeah, after trying to cover the pool, and that is what you will see now. And I don't know how it is with other pools. Here we don't have much of a gap, and as you can see, it was touching this temporary hot tub, and moving it a little bit around. So maybe with deflating a little bit more, maybe it worked, or at least it worked better. At the end it worked. I think I even deflated a little bit more, but at the end it worked. So it was totally covered, and I also have been able to remove the cover as well, and it didn't tear everything apart or damage, or yeah. But I found that at the end it's the better solution to yeah, deflate a little bit more, and then you can take it out of the water. It's really not much work. Here I even did it with one hand, and if you don't have to hold your camera, if you have two hands, it's pretty easy to take it out. Takes half a minute or a minute, and then you can put it somewhere to dry a little bit, and after that to inflate. If you have a battery inflator, it's pretty fast, minute or two, and it will be again ready to go. So that's about it. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.